Hello and welcome to part 7 of the Let's Play Pokemon Diamond playthrough. We just found out that Dorcas is headed in this direction here, towards Route 203. So we're going to go ahead and follow in his footsteps and see what's over here. There he is, Speed of the Devil. There he is, right there. And he's gonna battle us. Okay, let's see how he's been doing and what level his Pokemon are. You are challenged by a Pokemon trainer, Dorcas. Sends out a Starly, level 7. Hey, kind of anticipating what else he has. Oh, that's right. Okay, so, as in every Pokemon game, the like opponent, like in Red and Blue, it's Gary. He's always gonna pick the Pokemon that is strong against your starter. So in this case, Dorcas selected Turtwig, which is a grass type, which is strong against my short round, who is a water type. That's pretty standard for the games. That the opposing trainer of the main storyline, kind of your rival, is going to pick the stronger type of what you picked. We're gonna go ahead and switch out here. My stats are getting pretty low, so I'm not really gonna be hitting this Starly too hard. And I really like this Shinx. I mean, this is kind of a just hit and run type of Pokemon. Comes in, lower stats, does damage, and I really kind of my favorite right now, favorite of my team. And this is a new move too. So Charge actually preps for electric moves to hit harder, but since we don't have any offensive electric moves, it's not really too usable at this point. But once again, just a really good stat increasing stat. I mean, this I really like this Pokemon. Okay, finally we get some damage. Starly really likes to hit first with that quick attack move. Which is supposed to always hit first, so even if I was using Bidoof with his Quick Claw, the chance of Starly hitting him first is still pretty high. Like the item said, it doesn't always strike first. It's an occasional effect. And I'm gonna go ahead and switch out. See, short round's not really gonna be worth it against that Turtwig if he has a grass type move. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave Shinx out for now and see what level he is. Okay, so we're equal. So here we go. I'm a little low on health. I'm gonna go ahead and lower his defense, so any moves I use against him are gonna hit a little harder. And despite his offensive attacks, I'd really like to lower his defense a bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, and a critical hit. That really helped. He would have probably been only about a little over half health. I'm gonna go ahead and he's doing such little damage to me. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh my gosh! Oh, and I was really hoping for that KO attack. But here's something really cool. I'm going to use the Starly, who's really weak, and I'm going to throw an attack at him real quick. Yes! So even Starly at level 4, her speed was higher than Turtwig's enough to, boom, we're going to get a few level ups out of this. Yes, and we learned that move. I really like that move as well. It always, almost always hits first, which is helpful because Starly's kind of the lower level out of my team. Well, I guess not anymore. Cool. So Dork is still maybe a little bit too ambitious. I may be a step behind him in the storyline, but my Pokemon are definitely stronger at this point. So I'm gonna run back and heal up real fast. Grab. Oh, that's right. I can grab a heal ball now. That's right. Cool. So I'm just gonna grab 2 of those. I don't want to spend all the money that I got from defeating Dorcas, so I'm just gonna pick up 2 of these. Yes. And I think maybe I'm gonna grab a yeah, definitely a few more antidotes here. Up that to 5, and leave it at that. So heal up real fast. That was kind of a disappointment of a battle from Dorcas. Like I said, real hyperactive, real ambitious kid. I'd like to see him offer me a little bit more of a challenge so I can get those experience points. Thank you, Nurse Joy. So now that we're all healed up, I think it's time to go ahead and check out Route 203, see if there's any new Pokemon available here in the tall grass. Okay. Okay. Get through this battle and kind of wander a little bit more. There, in this new route, I'm expecting to see a new Pokemon. Critical hit. Excellent. Move on from that. Let's hope the next one is something new, something we haven't seen before. Oh, okay. So what do we have here? Kricketot. This is obviously our first encounter with a bug-type Pokemon. Oh wow. That's kind of funny. Bide is the TM you receive from defeating Brock in Red and Blue version. And it's actually a kind of cool move. What's going to happen is with Bide is every time I use an offensive move against it, it's going to store that energy for 2 turns. Now keep in mind, if I used a move like Growl twice in a row, his attack Bide would actually fail, because I didn't use offensive moves against him that he can store and return back to me. And Bide actually, I think, returns those moves back to you a little bit stronger than you hit with them, if that makes sense. And since I lowered his HP, I went ahead and caught him with a heal ball. And Pokedex, Kricketot, cricket Pokemon, bug type, 1 foot tall, 4 pounds. And it says it shakes its head back to front, causing its antennae to hit each other and sound like a xylophone. Weird. Almost looks like he's got a little like mustache that goes all the way around the back of his head. Cute looking. And I'm not gonna nickname him. I feel like he's pretty well named. Go ahead and look at the summary here. Okay. And it also shows to the next level how much experience points you need. I didn't mention that before, but that's a really important point. It will show you how much more points you need to level up, and that's really... Oh, look at this ability. The Pokemon may heal its own status problem. So if say like a grass type use poison powder or sleep powder on me, Kricketot has a chance of just completely curing that status ability. So, let's see. Yeah, I went ahead and set my town map to that button that I kept pressing. I kept pressing Y on accident, and it was saying I could set a key item to that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the town map real quick. Pretty extensive. Looks like we got a lot of work to do. And the cool thing is the town map shows in red where you are. So the town you're in will be displayed, I believe, in red. And then previous towns that you've been to will be displayed in blue. And I'm not sure exactly if like the bigger ones, like the square ones, are going to be in red and everything else in blue. I think it's just like where you are is in red, but we'll find that out later. And then of course undiscovered locations are shown in gray. Get through a trainer battle here. This is going to be some good experience for me. I think I'll be able to take out this Bidoof with just my big goof. And there was the quick claw right there. If you saw my big goof glowing there for a moment, that was him getting that first initial attack from from the hold item. Once again. Oh. Man, I'm not going to defeat him. He keeps using growl on me. I'm taking forever. Very good. Got another level up for Bidoof. More stats. And a Zubat. Okay, so here's a Pokemon we haven't seen before in this playthrough, but I mean we should all know Zubat from first generation. An absolute classic with his move Leech Life, which I'm sure he's going to use. One really annoying thing about Zubat, and this one's too low level to have it, is the move Supersonic. It's a confusion move, and it's just absolutely annoying. It makes your Pokemon hit itself in battle, but it can be remedied, not with an item, but all you have to do is switch your Pokemon out for another one in your party, and it'll cancel out that confusion effect, status effect. But at level 5, I don't believe Zubat has that move. And Leech Life gets really annoying when he heals himself. Makes for kind of a drawn-out battle, despite this Pokemon being only a level 5. And we got a level up for short round, and he learned Bubble. Okay, so this is great. Here's a move that is the same type as the Pokemon's type, and that will do double damage because of the water-water matchup, and anything weak against water will experience even more devastation from that move. I'm going to go ahead and switch out for the Kricketot and give him a shot at getting some experience. Yes, I did. Free Pokeball. Take a look at this. I believe it's a trainer tip. Excuse me. Oh, okay. So yeah, and I haven't gone over this either. Power points are the amount of times you can use a Pokemon's move. Each move has an amount of power points, and the PP for short will decrease as you use that move. So if you see here, I'm entering a battle now, and I'll explain it as soon as my my battle selections pop up. So right here, when you click fight, you're gonna see. Oh, actually, since he's only level 4, I'm gonna switch him out real quick. But that way he'll get that experience share from being a part of the battle initially. But here was and Starly's flying type is strong against Cricketot's bug type, but I don't have a move that's flying type yet. So, but right there it said Quick Attack 30-30, and after having used Quick Attack one time, the next time I go to select moves, it'll be 29-30, and once it reaches 0, you can't use it anymore. And there's items that you can use to bring it back, but they're very, very rare. Usually it just takes healing at a Poke Center to get that back. But another note, if you run out of PP completely, your Pokemon will use a move called Struggle, and it actually it happens as soon as you click Fight, and then it'll say your Pokemon used Struggle, and it'll actually hurt itself upon using that move, and it's not a very strong move. So definitely keep that in mind. Keep your PP up. And don't let that get to 0. You'll end up knocking yourself out by using Struggle. And one thing I want to show you here in this battle is the way I'm using defensive tactics. What I'm doing is I'm completely lowering Cricketot's attack stat with Growl while he's using Bide, and so he's not able to hit me. He only has 2 moves, which is that Growl and Bide. And actually, upon switching out my Starly, I will that effect will go away, and if I bring out Starly back again, none of those growls will have applied anymore, and I'll be able to use my moves with full effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Starly back out here and show you an example of that. But this is a good example of defensive tactic, because now Cricketot, the trainer's only Pokemon, is severely weakened in his attack. So while I'm hitting him, even if he uses Bide, which sends the power of the moves I used against him even more forceful towards me, you know, his attack stat has been significantly lowered, which, woo. I mean, you can see even after all the times I used Growl on him that he still came back with a pretty strong move, and that's Bide. But the defensive tactic I'm trying to show you here is just how defensive moves can come into play, like Growl can be used over and over again in a situation like this, and then you can come back for the finishing moves after having switched out. So any stats that have been lowered on your end will come back, and you'll be fighting at full potential. And one more hit here, and he should be toast. Cool. And that's that. Nice amount of experience from that. Just remember that not all Pokemon have to be full of offensive moves. Defensive moves can come really in handy, like you've seen with my Shinx. We're still trying to make our way through this area. Here's another trainer, and this bit is a little bit longer than the initial route, which is actually leading us towards the first, towards a town with a town with the first gym in it. I believe it was what was it again? Orberg. Orberg City is going to be our next stop, and I don't really know what to expect from this route, but it's taking a little bit longer. There's more trainers. There's more Pokemon, and yeah, we'll just keep pushing our way through this. And I'm really getting some good experience here too. Route 203 is offering me some pretty good experience, and still kind of, I'm switching out my Pokemon, I'm keeping my team balanced, and really excited to take on the first gym leader and see who it is and what type they are and what type they use and everything like that. So I have no idea what to expect from that yet. And that was another example of using defensive tactics to try to get those one-hit KOs. I risked a little bit of damage by using Leer, but it really helped out. I might have wasted 2 tackles trying to get rid of that Starly. And here we go. Okay, so this is a Pokemon we haven't seen yet. This is another new one, Budew. Oh, it's cute. It looks like a little flower bud with its face kind of looks like the dew. But interesting. We haven't seen this one in the wild yet. And I can almost guarantee that's definitely probably a grass type Pokemon. Awesome. So Shinx is now level 10, the highest level Pokemon in my party now. And we've defeated the last Caitlyn. Got some money. And let's keep pushing. Really hefty battles in this area. Oh my gosh! Okay, this is an Abra. So the only move an Abra has at this level, and I believe in all games Abra is a featured Pokemon. He only has the move Teleport. So you get one shot to throw a Pokeball at this guy, and then he escapes, and usually is kind of rare in the grass. Oh, no! Wasted my Premier Ball, and he's gone. And that's exactly what they do. Oh, look at this, another trainer excited to face off his first gym leader. Here's another classic Pokemon that that's featured here in Diamond, a Machop. Fight type, really cool. I think we all remember how rare the holographic Machamp trading cards were. I still to this day have a first edition card, holographic Machamp, from the original base set. Which I know you guys are gonna hate on me for talking about trading card game, but it's better than the anime, right? And if my short round had a flying type move at this point, it would be super effective towards Machop's fighting type. So just keep in mind, fighting types are weak against flying. Alright, and there goes youngster Sebastian. Maybe not. Maybe need a few more Pokemon than just one. And there we go. Okay, so there's a cave over there on the right. I'm gonna enter battle with this trainer here, but there's a cave over there on the right, and I'm assuming that's the way to our next town. How exciting! I guess caves can be really treacherous in Pokemon games. They can be very confusing to travel through, and oftentimes have dead ends and go nowhere and are very easy to get lost in. Definitely want to have escape rope when you're traversing through dungeons, or excuse me, through caves. But since we haven't been able to purchase an escape rope yet, this cave shouldn't present too much of a threat to us. That's going to be exciting. We're going to see a few more Pokemon faces in there that we haven't seen yet. Probably going to be expecting some rock and ground types. Maybe we'll see a Zubat. So yeah, should be pretty fun to get ready to go in there. I'm going to go ahead and give Starly an opportunity to get involved in this battle and get some experience points, being how low level she is. Cool, and this should work in my favor, being 2 levels higher. Oh yeah. So here we've defeated, looks like all the trainers in Route 203. Getting ready to move on into this cave. Made a little bit of cash in this area. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so Oreburgh City is coming up here. And I'm not going to enter into there yet. I'm going to go ahead and maybe spend a little bit of time training out here in Route 203. Going back to the plan of keeping balance in my team and working on keeping each Pokemon the same level who's on my team in my current party. Later on in the game, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, because later on in the game, I should be able to start catching Pokemon that are much higher level and are equal to the Pokemon that I have in my party. So, but yeah, it's early on. I don't really have enough catches to store in the PC, so I'm going to go ahead and really work on who I have now. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here, stop this part here. I'm going to go ahead and open up my my save, make a save right here outside of the cave before going in there. And yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next part.